Hello, my artists. Today I'm going to be going over how you can make an awesome ship in a bottle. So, hopefully we'll look at how people do this. How they use a bottle and they make tiny little sculptures inside of it. It takes a lot of patience, but ours will look pretty cool too. So, if you would like to do this project, this is what you're going to need. You are going to need a piece of copy paper. There's going to be two kinds. You can freehand your own bottle, or if you would like to trace mine, you can do that as well. The other thing that you're going to need, and you only get the one, so make it count. If you make an oops, make it a beautiful oops, is you will need a piece of, this is called transparency film. It's just clear plastic. So in order to do this is my recommendation. You can draw your bottle on a piece of copy paper, or again, you can use one of mine, but you need to make your drawing on here first. So I'm going to show you some techniques that I would use. You're eventually going to need a Sharpie and, of course, a pencil. So to draw, you want to go ahead and draw on this. I'm going to skip that part because this is the only one I have. But you're going to draw everything on here, and then when you lay it, you just trace it with the Sharpie. I'm going to go ahead and skip that part though and use my Sharpie to trace. And you won't be able to see the bottle so well right now. You shouldn't, because you're just tracing Sharpie on the plastic from Sharpie on the color or the copy. I do have a few tips though for coloring. We're going to color or draw with pencil on your practice, trace with Sharpie, but the color is added with oil pastel. So for a ship, I recommend starting with the water. You can make whatever kind of waves you want, and again, with a pencil first. And then I'm going to make my pirate ship, and if you like my pirate ship or my ship, you can watch this video again on your own and just go slower with me. All right. Pirate ships or sailboats, you need sails. So to make them look like they're billowing in the wind, I have a couple curves. Make a smaller one. Again, it's meant to look like it's in the wind. I like a smaller one even still. And then you need to put the mast. And then I like to make another set too. Oops, be careful because the Sharpie can bleed a little bit. And then I think it's called the rig. Geez, I don't really know. But that ladder that they climb up, it's like a very, very small, skinny triangle. It probably would be better if I actually looked at pictures of sailboats to help inform my drawing. That would be a good move for you. You could even put like the wooden slots. All right, so let's say you're done and you've traced everything. Now it's time to color. So here's a few tips. When you're coloring, you could blend in colors. Like on my sails, I use two different colors. I use purple and cream. And actually, something I want to point out is I colored on one side, but I consider the finished product this side that's completely shiny because the color's actually behind it. So if you want to do a sail like that, I'm going to get a couple colors. And then I kind of concentrate and put one part dark. And on the same, do the same part on each sail. And I'm not going to finish mine, of course. And then the other part light, and you can blend it. You can see that this is picking up some of the green and blending it in. Oil pastels are great, but they're kind of hard because they don't allow for detail. So really take your time. Okay, so you can color like that. To get this effect on the, I used gold and brown, and then I used a couple different blues here. For the cork, I like to use some golden and some brown. Color it in. Again, I'm going really fast, so mine doesn't look really good. And I like to use the brown around the edges. And then this part, you could use your finger to blend it, but it doesn't, it picks up some of the color. So actually, I just like blending it with the oil pastels. The oil pastels are also blending tools. Can you see how that just blended it? And then you could put a few flakes of brown to make that looks like little specks. For the edge of the bottle, this is crucial, my dears. You want to use blue and white to go around the edges. As a matter of fact, I'm going to move this so you can see the edges hopefully a little better. Well, I want to color some here. You need to go around the edges. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you do need to go around the edges with blue. It helps it make it look like glass. You also need to do the same with white. Again, it doesn't have to be completely a complete line. You could have breaks in it. You can even have it come down a bit if you'd like, to make it look some more shiny. But you at least have to go around the edges to make it look, again, that shine. In addition to coloring it. So let me pull out this one more time. And then of course the last thing you're going to need to do is, well, you'll need to write your name in Sharpie on the bottom when you decide what you want to be the front. Again, mine is the side that's completely Sharpied, so I guess I'll just go ahead and do that. There's no oil pastel here, so I won't get all jimmied up. Miss L. And then of course you'll need to cut it out. All right, friends, this is a really fun project. If you take your time, you could do a really beautiful job. You can see on this one I added some sky, even though that really wouldn't be in a bottle. Well, neither with the water. And I added a bird, but it was really fun to do. Give it a whirl, and I can't wait to see it.